Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIKWM France deck G4G54 with Smith Dorian, Joshi, and Barbarossa. Taking a look at this first pile, best card is Mason by quite a bit. I wouldn't mind getting Conservator back. Conservator reno from a 4-room wood hut to a 4-room stone hut would be pretty reasonable. Save me a bunch of clay and some actions. Scholar doesn't really go with Mason because Scholar you want to reno to stone early to get the most out of it, and Mason you want to go to 4 rooms before you get to stones, so So there's an interesting, Diligent Farmer is really interesting because if I can pull off Diligent Farmer build, then Mason build, that could be really strong. So like I go to a 3-room house, reno to stone, get my Diligent Farmer, then get my other thing. However, it's really difficult to play Diligent Farmer early in the game, so I'm just going to go for Milking Hand is the next best card here. Yeah, Milking Hand's Probably Milking Hand is even better than Diligent Farmer, maybe. It's a really good card. Mic check, mic check. Looks like it's maybe a little louder than normal. Let me know. I had a request. I actually boosted the gain on the mic for my last video, I think that I did. So hopefully this is good as well. Romus says mic works. Thank you. How's the volume, Romus? Is it okay? Thanks very much, Romus. Also, good timing. I just put the stream up like 3 minutes ago. You must have got the notification that I went live and figured it out right away. Oh, Matt the Lesser was on. I haven't seen him in a while. He's a very good player. It looks like he won this game too. Ooh, Perpetual Student gave him Bargaining Baker first. If that's true, then wow. Oh, we also got Swan Lake Quarry and Barbershop. Okay. Um, oh, because Montu had Field Watchman, so he drafted a Field Watchman game. Yeah, pretty crazy. Is Agricola the only board game you play? I started to play Terra Mystica lately. Nope. I haven't played Terra Mystica online, but I've been playing Terra Mystica with my roommates, and it's really fun. I really like it. I've thought about doing other games, but I mean the channel's called Play-agricola, so I don't know. Would feel maybe like a little off-brand for me to play other board games. The other factor is honestly, Agricola is the game that I have by far the most experience with. So I'm very comfortable like playing it and talking about it and being reasonably confident that I'm making okay decisions, but I'm not even the best Terra Mystica player of me and the two guys that I play with. So, yeah. But maybe I could do a learning series or something. I've thought about it. The only downside is the Terra Mystica Online is not live. That's the big issue. If I'm going to stream stuff, it's got to be live games. So Terra Mystica, the site that's out there, is not for live games. Wow. What is this pick? This is Smith Dorian's first pick. Head of the family, lady in waiting, and animal husbandry worker. Actually, that's really crazy. Um, Yikes. Animal husbandry worker would be nice, but probably head of the family is the pick. I don't really need lady in waiting with Mason. I'm going to pick one of the two. I'm going to pick head of the family. Also, yeah, you pick head of the family over lady in waiting normally because head of the family lets you do family growth even without room. So, yeah. Crazy pile. I wonder what else went from that. There's going to be some really strong cards in this game, I imagine. Alright, all on you, Joshy. Do you consider cards to be the most important thing in Agricola, or can you manage to get good points without using them? Um, yeah, so most of the time, cards let you do stuff that you already want to do, but then you do more of it, right? So, like Mason, having a four-room stone house is worth a lot of points. So Mason rewards you for having that good amount of points by giving you another stone room, which is even more points. So usually, yeah. Also, cards kind of tell you what to do, I find. That's usually the way I look at it. Like, the cards define how you're supposed to play. Like, you don't go into a game with a preset idea of how you want to play it. This pick is seasonal worker. With head of the family, I want easy food actions for sure. And with seasonal worker, if I get a cooking hearth, it's a 5 food action. And I got conservator back. Great. Only other card I'm considering here is zipper maker, just because it can give you a ridiculous amount of food. Like I've used it to get like 12 food in the past, like 4, 3, 3, 2, something like that, with 4 actions. But I could also consider Cattle Whisperer because of my milking hand. But I think Conservator is going to be better because the actions I'm going to save because of Conservator I can put into fencing earlier to hold cattle. Um, this pick I'll do Cowboy. Cowboy I don't normally like that much, but being able to do a one cattle action at the end of the game is good. Also, being able to hold a breeding pair early in the game is nice. And this pick is Tile Maker. Best card. I probably won't play it, but it's the best card. Okay, well, I've got Axe, I've got Reed Pond, I've got Chicken Coop, Fruit Tree, 4 quite good occupations, and then a bunch of not so good, or improvements, and then some not so good ones. Um, Probably I gotta take Axe here. To build those first 2 rooms with Mason, probably Axe. Pay a wood and a stone to save 6 wood. So it's a stone for 5 wood. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually playing on Boîte à Jeux. I joined, I don't know why, I didn't realize it was a no cards game. I'm playing a family game version game on Boîte à Jeux right now. It is actually so difficult because I'm like, how do I do this without occupations and without minor improvements? Like, I just have no idea what I'm doing. This pick, Beanfield is reasonable. Festival Hall is good. I think Stonecart with my Mason is probably the pick. So the only question is, do I take Stonecart now or hope it comes back? I could do Dovecote. I could do Beanfield. But I think Stonecart is going to be like really good for me. I can also use it to get the stone for Axe, theoretically, if my early game goes nicely. This pick, full-bottomed wig with cowboy should be relatively easy to get. Yoke is always worth considering, but I haven't seen any plows yet. Oh, but the pick is definitely bee statue. Definitely bee statue. Vegetable, stone grain, stone grain. So pretty much when I go on day labor, I'm going to be getting a vegetable and a grain or a vegetable and a stone, which is nice. Should be a good amount of food. Here, I can show you the game actually. I'm in round 12 and I have no food and I just have no idea what I'm doing. So I have a fireplace, but I'm like, I built the well because I was like, oh, well seems good, and I'm able to reno to stone, and I do have wood, but no, like, this feeding is going to be brutal. Unless I get like 2 cattle next round, it's going to be really difficult. Um, Tuileries Garden is worth considering here. But I think probably the pick is Wood Strongbox. It's going to be worth 2 points. The only other thing I would consider is acreage. Probably not manger, because if I do a big house, then with 3 fields, probably only going to do 6 or 7 spaces for pastures. Acreage, acreage I probably don't have to. Well, this is my only opportunity to take it. Yeah, I think wood strongbox. Wood for 2 points is nice. I'm actually going to take Schnapps Distillery here. I think with Seasonal Worker, this might be playable. Normally, I would say this card is unplayable, but to be fair, I don't want to play Ho, I don't want to play Hammock, and Salary is just really weak, so...
I like Shops Distillery. It's expensive, but it's...
Nathan says he likes Schnapps Distillery. He's an idiot.
No, but if you have like... if you like a... what's his face? Garden or something.
I guess there is Gardner out there, yeah, in the draft. There's Beanfield in the draft, too. This pick is Kitchen Corner. This is where I'm regretting Schnapps Distillery already, because if I didn't take it, I would take feed pellets, and I would turn my vegetables into cattle, which are worth points for my milking hand. Oh well. Kid's Corner is fine. Feed pellets is generally pretty weak, but if I should have an excess of vegetable. At least that's my plan. This pick is full bottomed wig. Definitely free point with Cowboy, easy pick. So I probably will play Tile Maker, just because the 4 clay action will be nice. It'll help me get my bee statue in the early fireplace. Gonna want to play Axe, Stone Cart for sure. Maybe bee statue on my first family growth will be my goal. Alright, so I start 4th, so I probably get 3 wood or expensive occupation. 3 wood's fine. If I get expensive occupation, I probably play Tile Maker so that I can second action start player B statue. Otherwise, if I get wood, start player, I might not even start player. I might do 3 wood and then field or something. So 3 wood. So Tile Maker is a 4 wood occupation that is not a 4 wood occupation. It gives clay, and it rewards staying. Everyone who stays on a clay everyone who's on a clay house at the end of the game gets 2 bonus points. But I know the scholars out there, and I know I have masons, so I'm not planning on even having a clay house ever. I'm mostly just using it as a 4 clay action. Usually free occupation round 1 is the second best action or the best action. Especially if you have something like berry picker, you want to get berry picker out as soon as possible to get as many resources from it as you can. So Joshy has a nice combo early. He'll cultivator plus acreage, so he'll take grain twice, sow it, have 2 grain fields and 4 clay. Really nice. I don't really have anything. Oh, two clay for sure. So I want to play. I want to get on Reedstone Food. I want to get to 4 reed total. I want to play Seasonal Worker. I want to play Tile Maker. I want to play Head of the Family. I want to play Cowboy. I want to play Fireplace. I got a lot that I want to do. Yeah, I think 3 wood is good. Like going for the first room is always nice, but usually you have occupations that give you an effect every time you do something, and normally you want to get those out as soon as possible. Like here, I'm going to do 2 read instead of occupation. Because 2 read is going to help me to build my 2 rooms at once. So my second action will be Cowboy. So between Cowboy and 2 clay, the first to 2 clay, I should guarantee myself that first sheep grab. And usually with Head of the Family, you don't want to do a lot of start player. You mostly want to get food so that when Family Growth does come out, you can build, grow, build, grow. So maybe I won't play all that many occupations early. Maybe I'll play them after I've grown out Cattle Whisperer for Smith Dorian. So I get 3 wood again. Not terrible. I would have liked to play occupation, but that's fine. Yeah, not a whole lot here for me to do. So I could do Bee Statue. I do want to do Start Player to get Reedstone Food. But I think I'm just going to take more wood. If I'm going to play Axe plus Stone Cart plus 2 rooms, that's 7 total wood. So I can afford 1 more wood action after this one. Or I could use 1 more wood action. Oh wow, Smith Dorian has the minor improvement milking stool. So getting Cattle Whisperer was nice for him. So there's Major Minor, so I'll play my cheap Fireplace. First pick will be Reedstone Food. Or maybe Occupation. I don't know. Reedstone Food or the Fireplace. It depends on what Joshy does. If Joshy gets Clay, then I probably build the Fireplace. So I think I play Occupation here, and I'll play Cowboy. So what this will let me do is it'll let me have a breeding pair of sheep on my farm in the first harvest, which is nice. Yeah, so why take major improvement right away? Nobody has the clay to buy it. Yeah, so I was talking about if Joshy took clay, then I would consider doing fireplace. So it looks like Barbarossa has Field Doctor. Just got to be aware of that. So the actions on the board are not amazing. Occupation's not available. 4 clay is okay, but I'm going to hope for better. So I'm building the major improvement here because then the sheep, I don't have to worry about building fireplace and taking sheep next round. So my first action next round will probably be better than whatever I would do here. House goat for Barbarossa, so nice, very nice start. He's got lady in waiting, he's got house goat. Looks like he's well on his way to a field doctor game. That would be my guess at least. Fourth clay might be interesting so I can buy a bigger fireplace. Yes, but if I'm only eating sheep, then I don't need the cooking hearth. I would rather. It's an extra action for something that I don't need. I would rather do stuff that pushes me towards my axe. I want to get my axe and I want to get play axe and I want to get to 4 reed so that I can build 2 rooms at once. So this action will be reed stone food because I need the stone for my axe. So my second action, I would like to be able to start player and get 6 wood, but unfortunately I have to take sheep because I need the food. Not sure to understand what the cowboy does. You can put a pair of animals on your farm instead of holding just one. So you can hold a pair of animals on an unused space and still hold an animal in your house. So it gives you capacity for 3 animals early on. Also, this is great for Barbarossa because he gets 6 wood, really strong. So, Yeah, so I hold 2 animals on an unused space, and then I hold 1 animal in my house. So it gives me the capacity for 3 animals. And 3 animals is the perfect number. So I would like something that gives me multiple read here. Um, Not sure. I can start player here and not screw with the family growth queue at all. Actually, Joshy's probably going to start player, because if he doesn't, I might do some shenanigans. If Joshy doesn't start player, I'll start player, axe, and then build a room, and be able to grow first round 6. Joshy's doing start player, playing his drained pond. So I can play occupation head of the family. I can, um, actually, yeah, I like that. I'm gonna play occupation head of the family, and then I'm gonna second action play axe. I guess I could play axe with my first move. Also an option. 5 clay is nice, but I think I want to get my head of the family out so that I can grow as soon as everything becomes available. The other nice thing about cowboy is even if I don't fence in round 10 or 11, I can grab cattle at that time to start breeding them for my milking hand. So we have the milking stool versus the milking hand. So we're both going to be competing for cattle. So Barbarossa obviously has Field Doctor, no question about it now. Field Doctor lets you grow if you have a 2-room house with 4 fields around it. And he just did his 4th field. Hedgemaster for Smith Dorian. This is interesting. Obviously valuing getting animals really highly, which is kind of unusual. Well, not unusual, but just that he's doing it instead of building a room, which I'm a little confused by. I would think he'd go for building a room. And why does he have to play Hedgemaster here? Like, it's the expensive space. He could take 5 clay, which would get him a cooking hearth. Yeah, it's just a little unusual, maybe. I also have to remember that there is animal husbandry worker out there. So I get 2 bonus points if I fence 5 pastures. And there's only one configuration for 5 pastures. Here I'm going to play my axe just so that it's played. I don't need to worry about it. So if round 6 is family growth, I build grow unblockably. But I would like for family growth to come round 7. That's the best case for me. Because then I get the biggest bonus from head of the family. Nice. All right, this is very good start for me. Very good start. So I'm going to grab 2 reed here. It's enough for me to build 2 rooms at once and then to play kids corner. Dangerous for Joshy not to start player here because Barbarossa can do start player and then play field doctor. There it is. There's the start player. So is Smith Dorian gonna take sheep? Maybe. I don't really know. I'm a little confused by the Hedgemaster play. So this second action is going to be to build 2 rooms. Um, that's going to do a bunch of things for me. It's going to let me use my first action in round 7 for 6 wood or 4 wood or 3 sheep. Any of those would be great. Barbarossa has a card. So the question is, what's the point of Barbarossa taking starting player even if he doesn't have room for the new baby? Barbarossa has a card called Field Doctor, and Field Doctor is going to let him build a room if in this specific situation. The specific situation is that if you are on a 2-room stone house surrounded by 4 fields, then you can do a family growth move. So here it is. So Barbarossa has a kind of a neat play here. He can gamble that Joshy can't afford the family growth and take 6 wood with his first action. However, Joshy just played Overachiever, so if Barbarossa does do that, then Joshy will just play Clay Oven on Overachiever. Lets you do a major or minor when you do a family growth. So yeah, Joshy would not mind doing family growth here at all. So I have to decide 6 food or 6 wood probably. Actually, probably not 6 wood, so yeah. It'll be 4 wood or 6 food, and the 6 food is definitely what I need, because with head of the family I'm going to grow very quickly. Manger for Barbarossa. It's nice when you're only on 2 rooms and you have a lot of spaces to cover with both fields and fencing. So naturally, your fences will take more space. Yeah, so I'll definitely grab 3 sheep. So my second action is family growth, and I'll play full bottomed wig. Yes, I wonder if Smith Dorian kind of forgot that he could hold animals in his house because he didn't need to do that hedgemaster fencing, but I don't know. There's the clay oven for Joshy to sort his feeding out. So I feed 3 food in a sheep. And the great thing about Head of the Family, I get to use my third action in round 8 to family growth again. So this time I'm going to want to play Kids Corner or Bee Statue or Stone Cart. Bee Statue would require me to take a 2 clay action. I don't really want to do a 2 clay action, so I'll probably try to play even Stone Cart. Stone Cart, uh,
Kids Corner?
yeah, I'll probably just play Kids Corner. Stone Cart at this point it's a little too late. It's 2 wood to 3 stone, which isn't a great conversion.
Yeah.
And that last stone comes pretty late. This is nice for Joshy, chicken coop and the well, so basically 2 food per round for the rest of the game. And I get a 5 wood action, which is excellent. So I said I didn't want to do a 2 clay action, but what else am I gonna do with use my clay for? If I build a cooking hearth, I'll just do an upgrade. I'm probably not gonna get stone oven. Well, actually, yeah, stone oven would be nice, I guess. Some 3 wood would be better than 2. But other than that, probably not gonna get the pottery. But it is nice to get a big stone action. So, um, yeah. So, what's the point of playing full bottomed wig? Just for the, yeah, it's a free point. You're exactly right, Romus. free point and saves a read. Um, when you're growing a lot quickly, you just want cheap, free, easy to play. And if it's free and gives a point, then it's probably good. It also is going to save me. I don't have to go on Reedstone Food ever again. I have one read to play the kids corner. The rest of the read, I don't need any more reads. So the stone that I can get from the stone accumulation spaces, and the stone accumulation spaces are generally better later in the game than Reedstone Food. Reedstone Food is really good early on, but at this point it's not so good. So Smith Dorian building 4 stables already. So I wonder if he took some card that makes him want to stable a lot. Like, oh, there's the G4, G5 card where you get 2 grain and 2 vegetables for 4 stables. Or if he's got horsemen, which gives a sheep or a boar or cattle, depending on fence stables. This play is so I could take 2 clay here and play B statue. Because yeah, I really don't have. Well, I could play tile maker as well. But Tile Maker is just going to give points to my opponents at this point. So probably not Tile Maker. I can do 3 wood. 3 wood is fine. So my last move will be Family Growth. And play Kids Corner. So I have 4 actions in round 9. That's really good. Really good spot to be in, especially with late Family Growth. So my to-do list: play Seasonal Worker, play Bee Statue, play Fields, get Stone. I am going to need at least 3 food this round. But fishing or traveling players are both at 5 food, so that's a good conversion. Good to get that much food with 1 move. I imagine we're going to see Barbarossa with that read, grab, play, Reno plus Basket Maker's Workshop. I guess it was also just like it's good for Zipper Maker. Joshy might do the 5 food traveling players actually, so we'll see. Nice. So Josh deciding to go on grain instead of 5 food. Thank you, Josh. I need a lot of food. My family is hungry. Alright, I need to be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'll do three wood here. I think I'll probably get occupation again, so 3 wood is fine. I could do plow. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot of pressure on the day labor spaces there. um, Plow, occupation, day labor, maybe. We'll see. I might want to do start player to get 6 wood, so I'll do day labor for now. Or, sorry, seasonal worker. Yeah, so if 3 wood goes untaken, I'll do start player to grab 4 wood next round. There it is, the Basket Maker's Workshop on Reno. Okay, the 3 wood's available, excellent. So I will start player wood strongbox. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take clay and then do start player B statue. So cattle came out in round 10, so that's good. I'm hoping to get 2 cattle in round 11. So I want to play conservator. I want to start accumulating stone. I want to start going on plow, and I want to start going on day labor. I pretty much have all the wood I need for the rest of the game. Well, I guess I'll need one more wood action to play wood strongbox and defense 15. Although maybe I should wait until... I don't know. There's plow for Smith Dorian with his Tuileries Garden. Tuileries Garden is nice. So I will probably take 3 sheep with this move. I need lots of food. Anytime I can take 6 food with one move, that's going to be pretty good. Wood buyer for Joshi. Interesting. I wonder if he's actually going to use it. Kind of an obnoxious card, but that's fine. I guess with Kid's Corner I can hold 4 sheep, so I'll keep the sheep for now just in case. Actually, wood buyer might be fine. If I get a 3 wood action, 2 wood and a food is actually good because I don't need that 3rd wood. So rather get something useful like food than have a useless resource. Or not a useless resource, but just a resource that I can't use. So this next, one of these moves is going to be day labor, grab a grain and a vegetable, and then probably other move is take 2 stone. And then my goal in round 11 will be to take 2 cattle and defense, take wood and fence. And then I can let my sheep breed and my cattle breed. That would be good. I'm going to assume that Hedgemaster is going to get played. Or not Hedgemaster, Fence Helper or whatever. 2 bonus points if you do the most pastures. I have a feeling Smith Dorian might have it. He might play it in the next round. I think he would save 2 wood if he played it now. So that's alright. So if you hear some water splashing around, that's our ducks. I'm a couple feet away from them. They're in a big Tupperware container. They're little still, but they've grown a lot since we got them. It's been about a week. Alright, this move, did I say day labor, I think? And then last action will be just 2 stone. Actually, Kids Corner with Cowboy is quite nice because I'm going to be able to hold 2 sheep and 2 cattle at once, which is really good. This is probably start player for Barbarossa. I would like that 2 cattle. Though it looks like it's going to go to Smith Dorian most likely. I could take one cattle twice. But I don't know. With Cowboy, if I'm going to take 2 cattle twice, I can do that later. Don't need to do it here. I can do it once I've grown to 5 people. Two cattle in round 11 is only 5 anyways at the end of the game, so having 2 cattle in round 13 is just as good as having 2 cattle in round 11, assuming you only stay at 5 and you don't actually get the 6. It is food, which is nice, but... So I need to start going on plow as aggressively as I can. Fortunately, I think Barbarossa is mostly done, and Smith Dorian I think will do 2 cattle, so I should get 2 cattle or plow. If I get neither, I will be a little sad. I probably want to do start player in round 12 to get Plowsow round 13. So wood strongbox, I imagine. Or I'll take plow as aggressively as I can, and then as soon as I can't take plow, I will start player. Because a Plowsow round 14 would be good as well. I don't need to get it round 13. If I get 1 extra plow by delaying till 14, then that's totally worth it. So let's see what Smith Dorian does here. If he plows or if he does 2 cattle. He goes for the cattle. Okay, hopefully Joshy doesn't plow. If Joshy does plow, then I do 3 wood. Alright, start player looks like. That's fine. Him doing start player just means I get a plow action for sure around 12. So if I do day labor 3 more times, that gets me to my 4 stone for my mason. So yeah, each round I keep doing day labor. It's probably fine. I mean, I'm gaining points from vegetable every time I do so. If I want to play Schnapps Distillery, I will need another stone action on top of my 2 stone from B statue. I just realized it's called B statue because of the colors of the stacking of the resources. You have alternating black and orange stripes, and then you got vegetable at the end. That's interesting. I was thinking, why is it called bee statue? Just because of the way you lay it out, it looks like. Ooh, wood distributor is actually good for the wood buyer because it's more opportunities for the wood buyer to make a purchase. Or the other way you can look at it is it's an unbuyable 2 wood. So probably want to grab a cattle. I want to do day labor. And what? Do I fence? I don't have 15 wood yet. I probably want to wait for 15 wood. So if Barbarossa took animal tamers, animal husbandry worker, is that what it's called? Animal husbandry workers. There it is. Finally. Okay. So my patience is rewarded. So I just got to make sure I fence weird, basically. So Smith Dorian is still in a position where he can do 5 pastures. So I probably got to make sure that I'm doing 5 pastures. Sorry, I totally forgot to be reading chat, Romus. I can hold 4 sheep because of Kids Corner. Kids Corner lets me hold an extra sheep. And the bee statue plus seasonal worker correct is how I get 2 goods from day labor. Sorry about that, I missed those messages. This move, you know what? Even if the wood buyer buys 1, it lets me fence next round, and I want to get the fencing over with. And Cowboy also has the ability to let me go on the 1 cattle space. So if I want to be able to play wood strongbox, I need to do another wood action. But I don't need to play wood strongbox. I mean, it's a wood for 2 points, but if it's going to be too much work, then it's going to be better for me just to get lots of pairs of animals going. So I plow a field. Probably want to play conservator this round. I want to do my fencing. I want to play conservator, and I'll play day labor again. Those are my 3 moves. I wonder if everyone's going to plan on staying on clay with Tilemaker, expecting Tilemaker to be out there. But the joke's on them. I'm the one with Tilemaker, and I'm going to a stone house. Ooh, animal breeder. Wow, that's pretty late. Well, I'm definitely going to fence here then. So what did I say my next 2 moves are? Play conservator and do day labor. Looks good. Pretty much want to play 1 occupation per round for the rest of the game. Conservator, milking hand, mason. Milking hand should be a 2-point and a little bit of food move. Mason should be a 3-point move. Also, I laid out my fences incorrectly. I actually have capped my number of fields at 4 this way. Because, yeah, I did the layout wrong. Actually, I'm just going to switch it. Hasn't even been a full rotation yet. Yeah, thank you, D-Mark. Excellent point. I just realized that myself. 5 rooms, 5 fields, you're right. Although probably not going to get to 5 fields, probably going to get to only 4, but yeah, still always worth laying it out as if I could. Especially I might get past the field miner or something. So Conservator at this point is saving me one action because I would have to take Clay and then play on Reno. So Conservator is saving me one action. So my last move is Day Labor, grab a grain and a vegetable. So now when I sow, I can sow 2 grain for 2 points, and I can sow a vegetable for a point or food. Probably food, because I'll take vegetable one more time when I take stone. Barbarossa's having a nice game. Lots of nice improvements. Good bonus points. Lady in waiting always very strong. But I'm pretty sure I got him beat thanks to Mason and Animal Husbandry Worker. Ooh, Smith Dorian going on the plow 1 field space. Yeah, D-Mark's correct. All fields have to be connected. They have to be contiguous. This is nice, getting family growth even without room with his overachiever to play Stone Oven. Really nice for Joshy. Unfortunately, it's just coming too late. He doesn't have enough wood to do everything he needs to. Probably the issue is his family growth. Well, his family growth came in round 8, which is not super late, but probably later than he hoped. I am extremely happy to do plow sow. Just perfect for me. So one of my actions will be family growth, and then another action will be day labor, and then maybe I reno this round, or I take another cattle. Yeah, plow sow Craigasm, absolutely. Could still play wooden strongbox, but it's going to be 2 actions for 1 point. Or the other thing I could do is I could delay my family growth to get it in round 14, but that also cost me, delaying family growth cost me an action too. So I think this is a fine way of playing it. What I will do is I will take day labor with my next action, because then if someone that I think is going to block my reno start players, then yeah. Is there a card that lets you plow sow if it is occupied? Yes, it's called Field Warden, and it is an excellent card. Field Warden lets you use plow, plow sow, and vegetable, even if they are occupied. I wouldn't mind doing start player to get plow sow again, but Oh, Smith Dorian did start player. Obviously sleeping. Just did it. Okay. Well, Moreno's probably safe, but I will still do day labor with my next move anyways. This is nice for Barbarossa, but also nice for me to get 2 sheep. Thanks to Dairy Crier, the occupation he just played. So probably I play Milking Hand and then Family Growth. Ooh, I guess I don't have as many actions as I thought. I thought I was going to be able to get cattle. I guess I can't play Occupation and Family Growth and cattle this round. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I can hope to get 2 cattle first action next round. That's possible. Because I think Smith Dorian will plow sow, or Tuileries Garden plow again. And then Joshy won't go for plow because he doesn't have any, 2 cattle because he doesn't have any fences. So maybe I can do Mason and Family Growth here. And then I'll save my Reno for the last round because Reno Reno Schnapps Distiller might be an option. Because I'm at 5 vegetables already, and if I do day labor, I get another 2. Put me at 7, pay 1 for schnapps, and then if I keep 6, that's all the bonus. Let's make Schnapps Distillery a 4-point card, so that would be nice. Then I can just eat all my sheep, basically. I get more food from Milking Hand if I play it now, but probably want to keep that hidden, I think. Play it only if it's going to be useful to me. So if I'm going to get to 4 cattle, then Milking Hand is worth playing. If not, then it's not worth playing. It's pretty simple. Honestly, with Barbarossa sitting with 2 cattle, I might be able to first action take 2 boar, second action take 2 cattle. That might work too. And this move is Family Growth. Oh, it's buffering? Oh, that sucks. I'm not dropping any frames on my end, so sorry to say that it is on your end, Romus. Yeah, I'll probably do Reno Schnapps Distillery. That'll be my goal. If I take 2 stone, I can either take wood to play Wood Strongbox, which is 2 points, or I can take 2 stone, which lets me play Schnapps Distillery, which is a 4-point card. But probably if I play Schnapps Distillery, I'm going to have to eat sheep, which will be a point. So Schnapps Distillery is probably 3 points. That's my breakdown. Joshi plays Nail Basket with his Overachiever. So I get 2 cattle, which is 2 points, or 2 boar, which is 3 points. I guess I got to do the 2 boar, or 2 boar, right? 2 cattle is only worth it if I play Milking Hand, whereas 2 boar is just straight up 3 points. So yeah. So then one of my actions will be to take 2 stone, and then I guess I have to take day labor for Schnapps Distillery to be worth points. Worth 3 points. I'll have to do a more detailed analysis the closer I get. I'm a little hard to picture it exactly right now. I know I'm gonna reno. The question is, do I reno Wood Strongbox or reno Schnapps Distillery? Might come down to whether I get cattle and play Milking Hand or not. If I take cattle, Milking Hand, then reno, then I only have 1 action to pick up resources, and that would be to take wood rather than to take vegetable. And not only would it be to take wood, I need to take wood or take vegetable and stone to be able to do Schnapps Distillery. Sorry, I'm sure you guys can hear Nathan playing Making Bacon in the back. What was the point of doing 5 fences instead of just 4 covering 1 more space? The point is the animal husbandry worker. The only way to guarantee myself 100% the animal husbandry worker bonus is by doing 5 pastures, because it gives 2 bonus points to the players with the most pastures. So if I could have covered 1 more space for 1 extra point, by doing this way, I've guaranteed myself 2 extra points. So I've given up 1 to gain 2. It's also nice because I think it looks like I've taken those points away from my opponents, which is always good to do. Always good to take swing points away from your opponents. Yeah, because Smith Dorian did not get enough wood to do 5 pastures. So I've taken 2 points away from him. But I'm not really worried about Smith Dorian. My biggest opponent is Barbarossa. Fortunately, I think Barbarossa... you know what? It might be close, because I do have 2 negative spaces. And he has much better improvement points than me. So we shall see. So if I eat 3 sheep and a vegetable, that's 8 food. Then I have 1 food from... puts me at 9, and then if I play Milking Hand on the cheap space, I gain a food from doing that. So that's all my food for the rest of the game. And if the wood buyer buys a wood from me, then that's an extra wood or food in case I have to go on the expensive space. If two opponents get 5 pastures, both get 2 points. That's correct. Everyone who ties for the victory gets it. So now my last action is going to be worth 2 points if it's just take wood because it lets me build um, the wooden strongbox on Reno. Maybe I should have gone on. Actually, no, there are 2 3-point clay actions for Barbarossa. That's nice. Yeah, I guess he's got a lot of improvement points, so maybe Barbarossa's winning. If he has Constable, he's won, for sure. But he definitely doesn't have Constable because he first picked Field Doctor, and I did not pass him Constable. So, my last action is Reno Wood Strongbox. And then I eat 3 sheep, a vegetable, and 2 food from my milk. Alright, so I have whatever I score plus 6. So let's see if that's enough to win. Looks like it is. 45 plus 6. Burn. Alright, GG. Thanks to these guys for playing. Looks like I win with 51. Barbarossa has 48. And then Joshy and Smith Dorian both have 44. Oh, Barbarossa has 49. Whoops. I'll have to correct that. Anyways, I gotta run. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. Shout out to D-Mark and Romus in the chat. Please chat anytime. Happy to see people are out there. I know people are watching, but it's just like nice to have someone to talk to while the game's going on. Yeah, Nathan says yeah, because he's been cooking the whole time I've been playing. Because I'm hanging out in our living room. Anyways, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. What went right this game? I think probably I should not have been past head of the family third. I think that was probably a mistake on my opponent's part. I think someone took Hedgekeeper over head of the family, which is a decision I don't agree with. And I think Joshy probably took Animal Breeder over head of the family.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah, so I think I got really lucky with the draft. I think these guys passed me some cards they should not have. So that goes a long way when you have really strong cards. But yeah, that's all for me. Thanks for watching. See you later.